So till now we have discussed 4 problems on ratio analysis. So now let us move on to the fifth one. Fifth problem, let us see now. See this, problem number 5. Problem number 5. From the following statement of Neel Kamal Limited for the year ended 31st March 2017, you are required to compute the following ratios. So there are 6 ratios you are required to calculate. First one is current ratio, second one is liquid ratio, third one is operating ratio, fourth one is stock turnover ratio, fifth one gross profit ratio, sixth one net profit ratio. So now first thing we need to know the formulas of these ratio. First, current ratio. Can anyone tell me current ratio formula? Current ratio formula, can you tell me here? Can you comment in the chat box? Can you unmute yourself and tell me current ratio? What is the formula for current ratio or working capital ratio? Both are same. Current ratio as well as working capital ratio both are same. So current ratio formula we want. What is the formula for current ratio? Can anyone answer? Okay, current ratio is equal to current asset divided by current liability into 100. Yes, that is correct, Pramod. Yes, that's the right answer. Now what is next thing they have asked you? That is liquid ratio. So now liquid ratio means what? Liquid ratio is same as current ratio, but you have to exclude certain items. So now you can determine the formula of liquid ratio here, that is liquid asset divided by liquid liability into 100. So here liquid asset means what? Liquid asset is equal to current asset minus, you need to minus 2 items from current asset. One is stock, especially closing stock, minus prepaid expenses. You need to minus prepaid expenses as well from the current asset in order to get the liquid asset. So now one more thing you need to find here, liquid liability. Liquid liability means what? It is similar to the current liability, but you need to minus one item from current liability. That is nothing but bank overdraft. Bank overdraft, if you deduct from current liability, you will get liquid liability. So formula for liquid ratio is equal to liquid asset divided by liquid liability into 100. So now next, third one is operating ratio. So what is the formula for operating ratio? Can anyone tell me operating ratio formula? Do you remember the formula for operating ratio? Operating ratio consists of operating expenses. If you see here, operating ratio consists of operating expenses. So formula for operating ratio is equal to cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold plus operating expenses divided by net sales into 100. So here cost of goods sold is equal to, we want cost of goods sold. How to get the cost of goods sold? Sale minus cost of sale. Sale minus cost of sale, if you do, you will get a gross profit. So what you can do, sale minus gross profit, if you do, you will get a cost of goods sold. So sale information will be given in the question, minus gross profit, if you do, you will get a cost of goods sold. Then operating expenses. What about operating expenses? Operating expenses is equal to administrative expenses. Administrative expenses plus selling and distribution expenses plus if there is any other expenses related to operating activity, that you have to consider under operating expenses. Then how to get the average stock? Average stock is very simple, that is opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. You will get this average stock. Now yes, one more formula here required is stock turnover ratio. See this stock turnover ratio. Here formula for stock turnover ratio is cost of goods sold divided by average stock into 100. So cost of goods sold, again sales minus gross profit, you will get cost of goods sold, then average stock opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2, then gross profit ratio. Next, gross profit ratio formula, that is gross profit divided by net sales into 100. One more thing you required here, net profit ratio. Net profit ratio is equal to net profit after tax divided by net sales into 100. So if you know all the formulas, then it is very easy to calculate the problem. Now let us see the problem here. Balance sheet. See this, there is one balance sheet is given as on 31/3/2017. Now we are concerned about only asset side first. Asset side, land and building. See this land and building, it is fixed asset. We all know land and building is a fixed asset. Plant and machinery, it is also a fixed asset. Stock, what about stock? Stock is nothing but inventory. That too here closing inventory. How we know closing inventory? This is the closing balance sheet 31/3/2017. So stock is equal to inventory. Inventory comes under current asset. Then debtor. What about debtor? Debtor is also a current asset. So debtor is a current asset. Then cash at bank. Cash at bank is as well, it is also a current asset. So all the asset side information we have discussed now. Now liability side, if you see here 1 lakh equity shares of 5 each. So here this is nothing but shareholders fund. Equity share capital given in the question, it is a shareholders fund, or else you can say this equity share capital is equity shareholders fund. So like that you can identify. Then general reserve, again this general reserve is a shareholders fund. Profit and loss account, this is also a shareholders fund. What about current creditor? Creditor is current liability. Creditors, we know it is a current liability. So balance sheet total, that is 12 lakh given in the question. Next, profit and loss account is also mentioned. See this, now P&L account is also given in the question. Now debit side of the P&L, if you see opening stock, purchases, gross profit is given. Credit side of the P&L, sales and closing stock is given. So now we want here how to get cost of goods sold, sales minus gross profit. Just you want to see the sales information. So this sales we will assume that as a net sales. Why? Because sales minus sales return. Sales return is not mentioned here in the question. So sales itself is a net sale 16 lakh. Gross profit is directly given 9 lakh. 16 minus 9, if you do, you will get cost of goods sold, that is nothing but 7 lakh. In this question cost of goods sold is 7 lakh. Then after finding the gross profit, certain expenses are mentioned. One is office and administration expenses. This is nothing but operating expense. Selling and distribution expense, it is also a operating expense. Other expenses, since they are not mentioned, we'll assume that it is also a operating expense. Then this credit side, there is a buy profit on sale of asset is there, that is of no use. Then net profit is given, that is 6 lakh. So after discussing all information, now we are going to substitute the amount in the formula. So first one, if you see, this is a current ratio. So formula for current ratio, we know current asset divided by current liability. Now current asset, you have to write in the numerator. Now amount, we have to write the amount in the numerator. If you see here, 3 item comes under current asset. If you see the asset side of the balance sheet, one is stock, second is debtor, third is cash at bank. Add all these 3 total, 3 lakh plus 2 lakh plus 1 lakh. If you add all these things, you will get numerator total, current asset total, that is 6 lakh, divided by current liability. Current liability, if you see, only creditor, one information, directly 2 lakh in the denominator. So 6 lakh divided by 2 lakh into 100. So our answer for current ratio is 300%. So how to convert this 300% in terms of ratio? Can anyone tell me how to convert this 300% in terms of ratio? Can you comment in the chat box now? In terms of ratio, this answer 300% in terms of percentage we have calculated. You can calculate in terms of ratio as well. Can you tell me how to get the answer here in terms of ratio? 300%. Can anyone mention in the comment box? Tell me. So 300% is there, right? So you have to divide it by 100. You have to just divide that answer by 100. So 300 divided by 100. So what is the answer? You will get 3. So 3:1. So in terms of ratio, answer is 3:1. In terms of percentage, answer is 300%. So now we have calculated this first ratio. Second one, we need to see liquid ratio. Liquid ratio formula here, liquid asset divided by liquid liability into 100. So now liquid asset, if you see here, we know current asset consists of these 3 items. So what are those 3 items? Stock, debtor and cash at bank. Now liquid asset consists of only 2 items. Why? Because stock we need to deduct from current asset, that we know. So you can directly consider here liquid asset only 2 items, that is debtor and cash at bank. So debtor is 2 lakh, cash at bank is 1 lakh. So our liquid asset numerator total is 3 lakh. See this, 2 lakh plus 1 lakh, debtor and cash at bank. Liquid liability. What about liquid liability? Current liability minus bank overdraft. So here bank overdraft is not there. So current liability itself is the liquid liability. So current liability answer, that is 2 lakh. Creditor. Creditor is our current liability. So 2 lakh you need to write in the denominator. So the answer now 3 lakh divided by 2 lakh into 100, 150%. So liquid ratio in terms of percentage 150%, in terms of ratio 1.5:1. 150 divided by 100, you will get 1.5. 1.5:1. So if you want to express in terms of this one ratio. Now third one, if you see third item here, that is cost of goods sold plus operating expenses divided by net sales into 100. This is a formula for operating ratio. So now we want cost of goods sold. Nowhere in the question they have given the information about cost of goods sold, but we know the formula of cost of goods sold. What is the formula for cost of goods sold? That is sale minus gross profit. Sale information is given in the P&L account credit side, 16 lakh. And gross profit information is given in the debit side of the P&L, that is 9 lakh. 16 minus 9 lakh, you will get 7 lakh. So we got cost of goods sold as 7 lakh. Next, operating expenses we want. So how to get the operating expenses? If you see the P&L account, there are 3 items mentioned below the gross profit debit side. That is 2 office and administration expenses. First one, that is operating expense 2 lakh, plus selling and distribution 1 lakh, that is also operating expense. Other expense, that is 25,000, that is also operating expense. Since no information given about the other expenses, we will assume that it is also a operating expense. So now total 3,25,000. If you add all these 3 things, 2 lakh, 1 lakh and 25, you will get 3,25,000. So our numerator, operating ratio numerator, if you see cost of goods sold plus operating expenses, that is why cost of goods sold is 7 lakh, operating expenses is 3,25,000. Total is 10,25,000 divided by net sale. net sale is given in the P&L account directly. See this sales information, 16 lakh. 16 lakh you need to write in the denominator. Then you need to calculate operating ratio. 10 lakh 25,000 divided by 16 lakh into 100. So answer is 64.06%. So this 64.06% in terms of ratio, that is 0.64:1. So that is in terms of ratio. If you want to write, you will write like that. Yes. Then fourth fourth thing we need to calculate here, stock turnover ratio. Stock turnover ratio, here cost of goods sold divided by average stock into 100. So now cost of goods sold we have already calculated. We know the formula of cost of goods sold, sale minus gross profit. So answer is 7 lakh. Just write 7 lakh in the numerator divided by average stock. Average stock formula is opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. So if you see here, P&L account opening stock value, that is 1 lakh. And if you see the closing stock value given in the balance sheet, that is how much? Closing stock value given in the balance sheet is 3 lakh. Okay, but in the P&L account itself closing stock is given. So if you see here in the P&L account, both the information is given, that is stock at the end in the balance sheet, that is like an inventory. But now we want opening as well as closing stock. First it is given in the profit and loss account. So now opening stock is 1 lakh, closing stock is 2 lakh. Just take the average, 1 lakh plus 2 lakh divided by 2, that is 1.5. That is 1.5 lakh. 1.5 lakh is what? Our average stock. See this here, average stock is 1,50,000. So stock turnover ratio is 7 lakh divided by 1,50,000 into 100. That is 466.67%. So in terms of ratio, how to calculate? That is 4.6:1. That is stock turnover ratio. Next, gross profit ratio. If you see the gross profit ratio, that is gross profit divided by net sales into 100. So both the information directly given in the question. If you see here, gross profit, P&L gross profit 9 lakh. So 9 lakh we know, right in the numerator. Then sales, that is 16 lakh, that we know, right in the denominator. And just calculate. So 9 lakh divided by 16 lakh into 100, 56.25. So 0.56:1 in terms of ratio. Next, last one here, net profit ratio. See this net profit ratio, net profit after tax divided by net sales into 100. So net profit just below the gross profit. After writing all the expenses, they have mentioned net profit in the P&L account, that is 6 lakhs. See this, 6 lakh is our net profit. So it is after tax, nothing is given. So we'll assume that it is after tax. 6 lakh. 6 lakh divided by sales is 16 lakh. So 6 lakh divided by 16 lakh into 100. See this answer, 37.5%. So in terms of ratio, 0.37:1. So this is how you are going to calculate this problem, 12 mark problem. See this, any doubt in this problem? Yes, any question regarding this problem? Tell me. Rajat, yes, I hope Rajat you understood. Anusha, yes. What about others? Amrita, Ashish, Pratish, Shifali, Suresh, Akamsha, Ankita, Disha, Nishant, Omkar, Pramod, Sangam, Suraj, Rajat, Pooja. Yes, just you need to know the formula. Yes. Now next problem. This is of 6 mark problem. Now next one, very small problem. We'll see here. See this, problem number 6. Problem number 6, if you see, yes, the following information of the company is given. So this type of problem we have calculated. So now let us see. Current ratio 2.5:1. Acid test ratio 1.5:1. Then current liability 40,000. You are required to calculate three types of two assets. One is current asset you need to find out, then liquid asset you need to find out, then inventory you need to find out. So inventory is nothing but closing stock. So now current ratio formula we know, current asset divided by current liability. So just substitute these information whatever they have given in the question in the formula. So numerator current asset, that is 2.5, then current liability, that is 1. 2.5 is divided by 1, you will get 2.5 itself. So current ratio is 2.5. Then acid test ratio also you need to do the same thing. So here acid test ratio they have given you. So acid test ratio also known as what? Can anyone tell me? Acid test ratio, it is also known as, there are two other names for acid test ratio. Can you comment in the chat box?
Quick ratio.
Yes, quick ratio and liquid ratio. Yes, that is, both are correct. So now acid test ratio here they have given 1.5:1. So liquid asset, that is 1.5, liquid liability, that is 1. First part is asset, second part is liability. So acid test ratio answer 1.5. Current liability we know, that is directly given, that is 40,000. Now let us calculate the answer of this particular problem. So now current asset, if you see here, we want current asset, that is why we are required to calculate current ratio first. See, we have calculated current ratio just applying these whatever the information given in the question. 2.5 divided by 1, that is 2.5. Now you need to substitute the amount here. We know the current liability, isn't it? We know the current liability that is given in the question. So 40,000 you write here, that is current liability. Current asset we don't know, 2.5 we know, 1 we know, just we need to do the cross multiplication. See this, current asset into 1 cross multiplication is equal to current liability into 2.5. So current asset into 1 is equal to current asset we know, then current liability 40,000 into 2.5. So 40,000 into 2.5, current asset answer, that is 1 lakh. Current asset answer we got, that is 1 lakh. Next, liquid asset. So now similarly we have to do for liquid asset. If you see here, liquid asset, acid test ratio or liquid ratio. Here liquid asset divided by liquid liability into 100. So here liquid asset, here it is given in the question 1.5:1, right? So 1.5 right in the numerator and liquid liability 1 right in the denominator. You will get acid test ratio or liquid ratio as 1.5. So now liquid liability, here only current liability we know. So here current liability itself is the liquid liability. Why? There is no bank overdraft. That is why current liability itself is the liquid liability. If there is a bank overdraft, then what you are going to do? You are going to deduct the bank overdraft from current liability. Then you will get the liquid liability. So here answer, see this, liquid liability is equal to current liability minus bank overdraft. Liquid asset is equal to, now again cross multiplication we need to do. Liquid asset into 1 is equal to liquid liability into 1.5. So here liquid asset is equal to 40,000 into 1.5, that is 60,000. Yes, we got liquid asset answer. Now next thing we need to do here, inventory. Inventory is nothing but stock or closing stock. So here inventory is equal to current asset minus liquid asset. So current asset answer we know, current asset answer we got right here 1 lakh. So 1 lakh minus liquid asset answer also we got in the previous step, that is 60,000. 1 lakh minus 60,000, you will get the inventory as 40,000. So this is how you are going to calculate this problem. Yes, any doubt in this? Any doubt? Have you all understood here? Any question in this problem? Regarding this problem, any doubt? No? I hope everyone understood this one. What about others? Others are not replying. Ashish, Pooja, Akamsha, yes. So I hope everyone understood this one. So we'll meet in the next class. So thank you so much. Have a nice evening. Yes. Thank you everyone.